What's up, guys? Welcome to the first episode of the Bachelor Pad. This is going to be a weekly podcast hosted by myself, Garrett Lyon.
Damn, a weekly podcast.
Maybe bi-weekly. But we're going to aim for a weekly. That's the goal. And our first guest is Luis Mendez.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Of
You know what
course.
you should have? You should have sound effects. You should have a sound effect machine.
Like,
I think you can buy them. It's like a box, like a sound machine. It's like people laughing. It's like every time someone says a joke, you're like,
or if something's like awkward.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's fun.
You should invest.
Also, as you guys will see before this, we made fettuccine with chicken. So our topic of the day is going to be, we're both of us are seniors. We're graduating from FSU, and we're just reflecting on how our life has changed in the last 4 years and what it means to grow and change, and how life becomes more life as you become a senior. So, would you like to start us off?
No, damn, you had something in mind. You started.
Bro, what did I have in mind?
Damn, I don't remember.
I was just saying, like, when I was a freshman, I was so different from I am now. I would be way too scared to put my face on the public. I had like 3 Instagram posts. Like, I was super shy. Like, I was just complete, like, reserved kind of nerdy kid. I just played games. I watched anime. Like, I didn't go to the gym. I had a really cool roommate. His name was oh my gosh.
Your freshman year?
Yeah.
You know, I always think that.
Oh my gosh. I can like see his face. What was his name?
I don't know. I'm not gonna
James, bro. It was James. I don't know why I forgot that. James, bro. He was super cool. He was like 6'2", like Middle Eastern dude. Like all his friends were like Taos. Like,
yeah, you like them 6'2" Middle Eastern.
Okay, buddy.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
No. But it was super funny. I would come home some weekends and they'd be doing below off the counter in the kitchen.
What?
And I was just, again, this reserved shy kid, like barely had social media, like. But he got me to start cooking, going to the gym. He helped me out a lot, so he was really good. He was very helpful. Every once in a while, we keep in touch still. He lives in New York. He does like finance shit there.
No, he already graduated.
Yeah, he has a girlfriend named Carly, or did. I don't know if they're still together. But she went to UF, but I'm pretty sure she moved up there with him like last year or something. So.
Wait, to where?
New York.
Oh, New York.
Yeah. And his dad owns like some sort of music business.
Oh, really?
That he's gonna like inherit one day.
Yeah. Well, that's a good story to start with because, I mean, first episode and first story, you talked about like all of this, and in all honesty, I do remember like your first Instagram because for the first story,
Okay.
we were supposed to be roommates freshman year, and we weren't because I ended up deciding to like live in the dorms and not live like off campus, and like honestly, like I don't know, like it was you and Pepe, whatever, or we're using real names for something.
Go for it.
So I mean, it was Pepe, you and I, and then like I don't know, like I just felt like we like didn't really like match like any of us. Like I like yeah, like dude, my Instagram was Scooby too. Like I had like me running for student government in high school and things like that. So my Instagram wasn't the best, but like you guys were just like completely different than me.
So all the kids out there in student government in high school, you are a goober. That's what he just said.
That's not true. And most of them aren't goobers nowadays. So student government doesn't make goons. But yeah, no, we were supposed to be roommates freshman year, and we ended up not having to. And yeah, same like with me, like I came in like being completely like different. I feel like my Instagram once again like reflected who I came in like being. Like I was running for student government so much in high school. I always say it all the time. I think by my senior year in high school, I was in 16 clubs, and I was an officer of like 6 of them. I served in the district committee for equity and inclusion. That the school was like selected 3, I think it was 4 students for the county, and I was one of the 4 students that they selected. Madam
cool,
Superintendent, let me know why you selected me. But so yeah, like I was super busy, super like not like I don't know. I feel like something that you brought up was that I like honestly like didn't like know how to like take care of like myself, like take care of like my body, like how I looked and things like that. And obviously like that's something that comes with like maturing and that. But like at the time, I didn't see that. Like I thought that I was fine. I thought that I was like I was focused. I was professional. I was like doing like good. Obviously, like getting into Florida State was like a huge accomplishment for me. So yeah, I don't even know what I was trying to get with that, but it was a cool story to start with. Kind of like shows I don't know. It's like like going back and really to like freshman year, like when we first got here, kind of shows how much we've grown.
Yeah, I mean, all the SGA stuff is pretty cool. Like when I was in high school, my friends and I just played Fortnite. Like, like my whole friend group, none of us were on any sports teams.
Like we wouldn't be friends.
No one
with
was in
them.
SGA. We went home. We played Fortnite. We all worked for my dad as busboys at his restaurant. Like every weekend we go to Target. We go to Chick-fil-A, and then we go to Target. We'd walk around Target and just fuck around, do whatever. Probably then go next door to Books a Million, and then we'd go to someone's house and like play Fortnite or Ultimate Chicken Horse or like Night Squad, like a bunch of these random games. You probably have no idea what they are. Or like we play basketball sometimes. That was as like athletic as we got. Or we'd get in the pool. Yeah. I was an SGA member in high school, but I was just like a
What did you do?
member. Nothing. Like I was just one of those kids that signed their name on the SGA and like I got participation points.
Bro, you were just part of council.
Yeah, sure. I mean I didn't I went to like 2 meetings ever. You did get the cord for it though, or whatever the
Bro.
fuck it was.
Dude, you were the like person I fucking hated in high school.
Yeah,
Just
that was
like-
me, bro. No, it's so funny, bro. I remember the day I met you, I was like, I recognized you from Instagram from that little group chat we had.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. I would have not like I'm sure we would have pieced it together like later, but I like that's crazy that you recognized me off the bat.
Mm-hmm. I have a really good photogenic memory. I always remember like names and faces and
True.
birthdays usually. I know everyone's birthday. Well, I don't know any of our
Let's
Virginia
go.
brothers' birthdays though.
Let's just get it off the like topics for like this conversation, whatever. Well, I'm sure we're gonna go back to it a lot. But how like you ended up like seeing me was when we
We
were
rushed.
about to get initiated into CBT. It was like we were the first 15 guys that like opened the chapter or whatever. And we were standing outside of a classroom, a hallway, waiting to get initiated by these like other alumni people and some like guys from UNF and stuff. And like the 15 of us didn't know like anyone. Like we like knew some people like here and there, but like we didn't really like know each other at all. Like I didn't even know that Garrett was in my pledge class or like alpha class, whatever. And we were like sitting in a line outside waiting to get in, and that's when he came up to me and said hi. Anyways, going into the conversation about CBT, obviously, and how that's also like insanely like affected. I mean, I can only talk for myself, but I'm sure like you agree. Like obviously you're not only college experience, but obviously like professional and just like life in general. Like, and I think that's what I've been starting to realize as well as you have, is that we honestly like thought that it wasn't doing anything for us. Like we were like, oh, like it, like we don't get connections. Like obviously we didn't have that big of an alumni base, so it like we weren't getting anything out of it. And like the guys didn't really like kind of like match the vibes, and we didn't hang out that much. Um, but honestly, like now that like we came out the other end, like yeah, like it did like help us like insanely. Like I wouldn't have done so many like, different things if I was in CBT. I wouldn't have gained so much experience, especially like now that like I want to go into like event management, I want to go into event operations. Like I don't think I would have ever came to that conclusion if I wasn't programming director for CBT for 2 years, and I did all like the like business work and the back of house operations and the planning and like costs and the meetings and the sponsorships and all those things. Like that like insane buildup, obviously along with my work. But that's like honestly what kind of like made me decide what I wanted to do in the future. And like, in all honesty, like I can only owe that to CBT. If I had never joined, I probably would have been way different. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. It gave me a lot of confidence. Like, I never held a leadership position before. So like running for even our first class, like exec board was, I mean, it was nerve wracking for me. I was sweating bullets. Even the second time I was nervous. Like, I kind of thought I would win the second time around, but I was still nervous. And it got me to be a leader. I was a rush mentor, rush captain. I ran for exec too. Um, didn't get that one though. But no, yeah, I mean, it pushed me a lot. And if it weren't for ZBT, I wouldn't have the friends I have now. We both had different friend groups freshman year, like even different than, excuse me, even different than the friend group we have now. But yeah, no, I mean, I remember when I was rushing, all my friends were like, "Oh, you're gonna leave us? Like, you're gonna leave us for the frat life." I did. I fell victim to it, and I
But
really.
it happens. I mean, everyone kind of goes apart. Like,
Well, I didn't think it would. I look at people like Marks and Gavin, but they were already like juniors, so I guess it's different. But they all had friends outside of it. But I mean, I was friends with them for the first first 2 semesters.
that's true because like we met them too. Like, we brought them to.
But after that, I did just start hanging out with the fraternity brothers more, and distance just kind of happened. Well, we did try and hang out a few times and like keep in contact, but that's something I do like kind of regret a little bit, or like I wish I could have handled better. Maybe I'd still be friends with them now, but they're all super nice. They all tell me happy birthday still, and like invited me to their fountain throws and stuff. Like even when I hadn't seen them in a year. But no, yeah. Even our friend group, kind of the beginning of ZBT is different than now. Like we used to hang out with,
Oh yeah, I mean
Ben, Ryan, the twins.
Yeah, but a couple of people have gone in and out, so I feel like that changed the dynamic insanely. But yeah, no, that is true. We've had little evolutions in our 20-member frat.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we went. One of the places we've gone together too, bro. Like,
oh yeah, bro, I would have not gone to NOLA at all if it wasn't for CBT. Why the fuck was I gonna go to NOLA?
I mean, we would have gone to like another frat.
Well, like if I hadn't like joined a frat at all, like I don't think like maybe if like a friend group, but like I feel like people
Gatsby,
that
bro.
aren't like in frats like don't.
Gatsby.
No, I regret Gatsby.
Puerto Rico.
Oh yeah. Well, I would have gone. You just would have gone with me.
Yeah. Like even Puerto Rico, Stan, or like BCB, with like Keck, or even when we went for a formal.
That's true.
We definitely have gotten a lot out of this, and like if I wasn't in ZBT, I probably wouldn't have had like the time, or I wouldn't be in the mindset I am now of like I don't know, you never know. Like I could be more than I am now or less. But it got me to where I am nonetheless, which I'm thankful for, which is ahead of where I was. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I cook like daily now. I go to the gym almost every day. I try to go every day, but sometimes I only go 5 or 6 times a week. I go on walks. I should run more. Excuse me. I usually just walk. I mean, I pay attention to my health. My grades are great. I'm working on building a portfolio for post grad.
I have something so unrelated, but I'm so sorry to interrupt you.
What?
That I was being such a fat ass, and I had a topic in mind, and I was like, dude, I can't forget that topic. And I was like, I don't want to interrupt you. But then you started talking about like what you're doing now and how you're doing so good. And I'm like, holy shit, how am I going to like make this make sense? How am I going to introduce the topic back into the conversation? Anyways, now I interrupted you.
Wait, what is the topic?
EDC, bro.
Oh,
we would have never gone to EDC if, dude, I would have not gone to any raves at all if it wasn't for CBT. I think it was like Gavin and like Marks that kind of like got us like into it. Like I feel like with like Gavin like working at pots and there like always being raves and things like that. And then like I went my first year to EDC, and then after that when we came back, like obviously like everyone like we were like obviously talking so positively like about EDC that like we like convinced other people to go the next year. And even after that, like I feel like it kind of just like spread like EDM wise. But anyways, it's just like trying like new experiences and things that like you would have like never like done before. And it's like, yeah, like when you think about it, what did you get out of EDC? Like not like realistically not that much. Like really, like obviously like the EDC and EDM community, like obviously like they're like really respectable and like it's they're like insane obviously. But like you don't get that much like out of it. But at the end of the day, like it's just you tried something new, like you learn from like those experiences and you kind of like are able to say like you did it. You know, when people talk about like going to race or like going to EDC and things like that, like you're like, oh, like yeah, I went to EDC like 2 years. I went like in 2025 and 2026,
Yeah.
like with my friends, like my fraternity brothers, and we literally saw like other chapters there, like there's like CVT chapters, like we saw a UCF chapter. I think we see UF chapter or no. I don't know. I don't remember which ones,
I don't
but
think we saw UF.
we saw UF.
No.
Oh, we didn't.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I forgot which chapters we saw, but like it's kind of cool, like to like see other people as well. But anyway, CVT is such a big part of like I feel like both of our lives and whoever's in it, like whether they want to or not, like CVT is a huge part.
No,
of,
yeah.
each
No,
one
yeah.
of
I
our
definitely
lives.
never would have gone to raves or EDC. I probably wouldn't even listen to house music if it weren't for like you and ZBT. I wouldn't have gone abroad even because like none of my friends before ZBT could have gone abroad, and like I went with Stan, so that was pretty sick too. All right, guys, we're back from a quick intermission. We had to.
What?
I restocked my plate. He said he's full.
Yeah, I just had a little masa like.
So I
not that
guess
long ago.
one thing that hasn't changed from before ZBT is that I'm a fat ass. I love to eat and I eat all day. But we know some people that like to eat more than me. Names not disclosed.
Oh. Oh my god.
Now name is. What's the opposite of disclosed? Name is out there. It's apparent. It's informed. It has been spoken.
What is it? Yeah.
I don't know. Disclosed? Enclosed? Unclosed? Unclothed?
It's a knee slapper.
No, what's it called? Like let's say like
Unclosed. Enclosed.
when the FBI like reveals like a document that was
Preclosed. Preclused.
no. Fuck.
I don't know.
Okay, whatever.
I'm
Let's
saying
move on.
words. Bro, look it up, bro. You have your phone. What the fuck are we just here guessing random words for, bro?
Bro, I'm asking chat. I'm not gonna go to Google.
Oh my gosh. That's ridiculous, you know? That's another thing that's changed about life.
Okay. What's the opposite of disclosed?
People just live on ChatGPT now, bro.
Dude, it's so fucking good.
It definitely feels like that sometimes, doesn't it?
What the
But hey,
fuck?
it's all about balance. We're here to help when you need us,
Yeah.
but the world
What?
outside is-
Hey, yo. What's the opposite of disclosed?
If you mean the opposite of disclosed, that would be hidden or undisclosed. Basically, something you have to share.
Undisclosed. Dude, we're so fucking stupid.
Oh my God, yeah.
Unclosed.
Okay, maybe like we don't deserve our bachelors.
What the fuck, man?
I don't even know.
Speaking of ChatGPT, do you
What?
think like just how like it hurt us? Do you think our phones like hear conversations? Because
Yeah.
sometimes Stan and I are like talking about something. He'll tell me something about like I don't know Dior, and then we'll play YouTube and a Dior ad will pop up, and he's like, "See, I told you it's they listen to us." I'm like, "Bro, what the fuck? That's kind of crazy though."
Bro, it's fine. Like I'm okay with it. Dude, listen to me all you want. It's so much easier. Like low key, like yeah, it does hear you. And at times, like I'm not gonna lie, like you're like I go to work, I have no time. Like sometimes like I'm on my phone, but other times I like can't even look at my phone. Dude, like it's okay. At night I just scroll and I see something that I actually wanted. Like, dude, I needed some like a long sleeve shirt for my like half marathon. But half marathon.
Marathon, bro.
Okay, whatever.
Marathon. Oh my
And I saw an ad for Fabletics, and I was like, oh wait, let me just buy it, and then I just bought it really quickly. Like, dude, like it's fine. Like, just
That's
listen
pretty
to me,
crazy.
whatever.
I mean, I
okay?
think it's fine
I wish
too.
ChatGPT could listen to you. That would be crazy. It means like you have an assistant.
Bro,
like
give
it's
it like
generally a personal
give it a
assistant.
couple more updates.
Dude, I'm down. Dude, I'm down. Dude, can you give me a ChatGPT of this? You just put it here and it listens to you the whole time. Dude, that's
Oh, that'd be
crazy.
pretty
And
crazy,
get
yeah.
like AI like glasses, and it like talks to you as like you're like it's listening to you. Maybe like you're in a meeting or something, and it's like listening to you and listening to everything, and it's like telling you what to say. Or like maybe you're pulling up like a document to like talk about or something like that. Pretty good.
Yeah, damn.
Someone go out, invent it.
Hey, we'll
we copyrighted.
no. I was gonna say we'll be like Shark Tank. We'll invest.
Oh yeah.
We'll be
Let's go.
investors.
Let's
Stockholders.
Let's go to the tank. Or actually come to
No, yeah. I mean,
what?
no, you brought up a good point.
That's it? That's all you wanted to talk about AI?
Just like I think it's pretty cool that it listens to us. Like I don't
Yeah.
mind like seeing ads I'm interested in. You know, I'd rather that than a fucking ad about like
Bro,
shit I don't care about.
This is why like Donald Trump's gonna keep winning political campaigns. Have you never seen the documentary?
What? He
Yeah,
can't
like
run
his
again.
first. Yeah, no. We'll watch him, dude. Watch him.
You think
run
he'll
again.
be the first one to do it?
He's
Honestly,
not the first one to do it.
to run 3 times.
Yeah.
Oh, to win 3 times. You can't.
There's been a precedent that's served 3 times. After him, that's when they like banned it.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was Abraham Lincoln that like gave up after the second year, so then he like created a tradition.
Oh, I didn't know
Something
that.
like that. I forgot. Damn, this is gonna sound so stupid because I'm a poli sci major. So if this is wrong, you're gonna have to cut this part out. Anyways, political science isn't just about politics. It's about the study of human decision making.
Oh,
That's what I'm gonna
is that
tell
not
myself.
psychology? This is
Maybe.
how the human brain works, I
Loki,
guess. not
yeah,
just
yeah,
decision
dude.
making.
Okay, don't
Like
question it too much.
emotions and shit.
That's what I'm gonna say at every single marketing interview that I have in the next couple of months. I'm gonna be like, yes, I don't have a marketing degree, but
You studied the science of decision making.
but I did study decision making agreements. And I was program director of CBT for 2 years, and I worked full time as a leasing and marketing manager. What else could you want, dude? Post this tomorrow. Get me a job, please. I'm looking for a salary of
LinkedIn,
$90,000.
LinkedIn
Maybe
and Garrett
Miami.
Ryan.
If you can give me $100,000, dude, I'd do anything for you. But in Miami, please. Yeah. If anyone's looking
Heard him here, folks.
if anyone's looking for a young 21 soon to be 22-year-old in your business, I'm down. If you're down to pay 100.
Bro.
Okay, I'm getting ice cream. In perception. Wait, can you just talk by yourself? You want to do a solo?
Sure.
No, actually, why am I putting it?
Honestly, that's pretty crazy work. I'm not a poli-sci major. I'm a communications major, so I'm a Why'd you laugh?
No reason.
I'm a communications major, so like it's definitely not as hard as other majors. However, my minor is in film because I didn't apply to film school in time. And that's more of the direction I want to go. But I would love to do music videos or just podcasting and like editing travel videos or something, or being a travel videographer.
Guys, he wants to just travel for work.
For a company or for like an artist. I'd love to tour with an artist. Or like if I could get a job with Nat Geo and make a TV show or Discovery Channel or something about National Geographic. If I could visit like all the countries, like a bunch of them, and just like interview their people and give information on their country, like Discovery Channel, make a worldwide every country visiting TV show, and I'll do it. I'll film all 197 episodes or more. Just pay for my shit, bro.
Yeah, well, you gotta tell them your resume.
I don't even need salary. Like just pay for my flights and my food and my hotels and my activities.
Qualifies you for this?
What qualifies me for this? Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think anybody else has poached this idea to Nat Geo, so I think it's pretty original. Or Discovery or Shark Week or some shit. I'll go talk about sharks in every country, even the ones that are landlocked. Well, I mean, Definitely not as experienced as some may want me to be. I don't even have a full portfolio yet, but I did recently get a Sony ZV-10 mirrorless camera. I've started a TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram page where I post reels almost daily, like 5 or 6 days a week. There's usually just one day where I'm just super busy or I didn't have time to edit or something, or like I'm just busy. I started making reaction videos. I did my first gig, my first job yesterday for his company. So I'm editing their event recap video for free. Seminole Productions. I volunteered for Seminole Productions. So actually this Wednesday I have my first game. So I'm gonna be in the. Oh my goodness, I don't even remember what room I'm in. I'm in one of the rooms behind the scenes, so I won't really be in the game or like in the court or anything or around. I'll be in like some room watching TVs and shit or computers, but that'll be super cool. I don't know if I'm gonna do replays or like switch camera scenes or whatever, but that'll be cool. So live event production. I founded ZBT, twice selected Brotherhood Development Director. So same same shit as you. You did programming, I did Brotherhood. So I planned a bunch of events. I've kindred strong bonds between our brothers. Dealt with a lot of alumni.
Dude, is this how
Remember
typical like
Ed?
frat guys apply to jobs?
I'm not a typical frat guy, bro. I'm pretty chill.
No, but this is what they all say. How
I
can
don't
we be
know.
different?
I don't know.
How
I
can
mean,
we
I
say that
founded
in
a
other words?
fraternity, and that's kind of the first thing. I don't really have any experience before that. I just worked for my dad.
True.
But I've been a busser, a food runner, a server, and a manager in my dad's restaurant from 16 to 20. And then I didn't work for him last year because I went abroad.
In other words, that means you helped your dad go to his restaurant. So you didn't work for your dad, you helped your
Fair enough.
dad.
I helped my dad. I worked for my dad for 4 years. Freshman year, I did a whole lot of jack shit. Sophomore year, we founded ZBT. Junior year, I got reelected for the second term. I went abroad. And then senior year is kind of
Dude, why do you always want to include abroad in your resume?
Bro, I just think it's an important factor about someone. I don't know. Like I don't like if you ever go abroad sometime like for anything, even just on like a vacation, if you go for like a month or something or like 2 weeks, like you'll understand the depth of characterization that it spawns inside you.
Okay.
I don't know. Going abroad.
I'm sorry I offended you.
The reason I include abroad in my like resume or when I like to speak about like internship type stuff is because like one of my goals and dreams is to be able to travel the world as much as possible. Like extremely difficult to do, but if I could, I would visit every country. And maybe one day I will, but there's a lot of them. So if I could at least hit like a majority of them, you know what I mean? Like get through as many as I can, like feasibly. I think that'd be so cool. I also just like learning about other cultures. Like I've been studying Spanish since I was in middle school. I still can't speak it because I've never consistently tried. But like I've always liked Japanese-esque things. Like I love European. I love every European city I've ever been to. Like I don't know, I just really like travel. I like and going abroad made me realize it because I always used to complain when I was a kid about going on trips, but that's because I figured out my parents and my sister very much love going to beachy places, and I just don't love the beach. I grew up on a beach. I've been raised on a beach for over 22 years. Like, so just leaving home to go to another beach isn't fun to me. But being able to go abroad to Spain and like London and France and all these other places, Switzerland, where there's like no beach or you're not going to the beach when you're there. I don't know, it just drew me in, it intrigued me, and it's made me that's become one of my dreams is like to get a remote job or a job where I can travel to see as much as I can. So that's why I include abroad because I feel like it just kind of defined that dream for me.
Do you want ice cream?
No, I'm good. But so
I
yeah,
think we should. Can we make it juicy?
sure.
Like really juicy?
Sure.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Huh? You have a microphone on. You fix it up.
No.
What?
Like no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh.
What the fuck? If I can't talk about it, if I have to talk about it, so do
bro,
you.
it's different. It's different, and you know.
What do you want to say about it?
I don't know. Just talk about it.
Like which parts?
It's part of the experience. Just in
I
general.
mean, not everyone needs to know my,
Okay.
step by step of college. Right? True. Like fuck.
No, that's true. I'm sorry. Pick another one then.
I mean, what do you want to say about it?
I don't know.
He wants to talk about one of my past experiences with a particular
That's what
woman.
you call it.
With a particular woman.
Have you ever had a past experience? What the fuck? Why do you call it past experience?
I don't know. I just didn't want to say girlfriend.
Oh, true. Have you ever,
He wants to talk about my ex-girlfriend, bro.
have you ever had a past?
What? Have I ever had what?
Can you imagine you're on a fucking date and someone asks you, have you ever had a past experience? What the fuck?
Bro, I wouldn't say that. Like, what the fuck? It's just like awkward in front of the camera. That's the first word that came up, bro. Fuck you.
Oh my god, bro.
Anyways, what do you want to say about it, bro?
Hashtag past experience.
See, this is bad. I don't know if I can eat during podcasts. I feel like I'll just eat the whole time. Like, cause I don't know. I kind of like have to do it to fill the silence.
Yeah, fair. I think I just ate like 3 tubs of ice cream. So.
Yeah, you only 8 out of 3 tubs of ice cream.
No, I like almost ate all 3 of them. Why is your? Oh, I was like, why is your bowl green? It's because the sorry, I'm tweaking. I'm getting a little tired.
What now, bro?
When
What it
this-
says 10.
Yeah, we have to be up 8:30.
What is
Dude,
he?
what
Is
if we-
Fraser picking us up?
Yeah, what's going on?
Can you text him, bro?
Bro. Text Fraser.
Speaking of stuff,
Wait, hold on. Hey, are you picking us up tomorrow morning or what's going on? Yeah, because what the fuck? Like, he hasn't done anything.
speaking of what, like how you've changed from like freshman year or whatever, we're gonna go watch a NASCAR race tomorrow. If
but
anybody
that was not
knows us,
willingly. That was like didn't.
it was
I don't wanna
willingly
go
for
see-
me.
I didn't want to go see it. I just said yes because like I wanted to leave this place. Like I don't even think I like
Bro,
understood what I was saying yes to. I just saw like a way out, and I was like yes, and then I was like no, like what? Like what? Are we just gonna watch cars go round and around and around in a circle, and that's it? And we're gonna drive 4 hours to fucking just sit there, do that, and just come back.
yep.
Like,
I forget it's only
whose
4
idea
hours,
was this?
bro. I
Only?
keep thinking,
Only?
well, bro, because
It's
from
8 hours that
bro,
we are gonna be in the car.
but from where I live,
Oh.
it's a 6.5 hour drive. So
My
I
game
always
was
think
wrong.
it's 6.
I'll text you when I'm home. Dude, you have my phone number. Why are you calling me on Snap?
I was already on Snap.
Okay. I'll see you later.
Alright.
Bye.
It's okay. He has my phone number, and he also calls me on Snap.
Like what?
Like every once in a while, he'll call me on iPhone.
Really?
Or Mike calls me on Snap too.
What?
I don't know.
That's crazy. You know
And
what?
all the-
Thinking
bro.
about it, my roommate group chat is on Snap. Why
All
don't
the
we
n-
just have it on
Bro,
iPads?
everybody in like Gamma or after calls me on Snap.
That's so weird.
It's like if they're not in alpha or beta, it's not a text message.
Oh my god. Wait, what were we talking about before that?
That we're going to watch NASCAR.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna lie, I
yes.
think it'll be kind of fun. Like I don't know, my
Dude.
mom said it's boring, and my dad loves cars, so obviously my dad races, so obviously he
Do they
loves
like?
that.
Do they like say over like the speakers or something like, oh, like this car's winning, or like how
Yeah,
does it work?
probably.
Like,
Dude, we're literally gonna sit in like bleachers probably and go, yo.
and then you come back 4 hours to the fucking car.
Yeah, like excuse me, I mean we're probably gonna get like, well, I'll probably get, excuse me, I'll probably.
What?
I'll probably get like a burger or popcorn and a beer. What the fuck? And you'll probably get like a glizzy and a Truly.
Where at?
At the
there?
fucking racetrack,
Oh,
bro.
Bro, that.
Bro, it's like a movie
No,
theater, bro.
okay.
You get food and you watch it. And you go.
There's no fun. There's nothing. There's just.
But you know they stop every here and there in like the pits and shit, and they gotta like fix them up or whatever, and then go back out and like. Isn't it like?
Let's practice. Yeah.
Bro, isn't NASCAR like that?
Yeah.
The one where it's like 300 laps, like 100
Did
laps
you-
or some shit.
Did you check what this was?
Nah,
Because
I paid him though.
I was like looking for a description because I was searching for it today. Because I told my parents, I was like, "Oh, did you know I'm going to Atlanta tomorrow?" And they're like, "What? Why?" I was like, "To watch NASCAR," and they were like, "What?" And I was like, "You know what? Yeah, what? I also don't know." I was like, I don't know where it is. I don't know what time it's at. I don't know like what it is. Like I don't know like how to dress. I don't, and that's when I found out it was gonna be cold. I was like, what? Like, is this like outside? Are we sitting like do like what? And then I started searching for stuff, and I found something, and it said it was like an expo. Like they're just like expoing the cars. Like
What does that mean?
like they're just like running the cars for funsies, just like expo them, just like show them
Oh.
off.
That makes sense because my mom was like, I don't think NASCAR usually happens in Atlanta. And I was like, oh, fuck if I know.
Yeah, so we're not even gonna watch a sorry. We're not even gonna watch a race. We're just watching them go round and around.
It's like practice.
It's like, wow.
But dude, think about how
Gorgeous.
many people get to do that. Not everyone gets to do that.
Really?
Like some other people are just gonna booze all day.
Gonna what?
Booze all day. Drink all
Oh,
day.
true. Yeah, I guess. You know what? It's something to do. Why
Or
not?
someone's gonna sit in their bed and watch TV all day.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah, it's
go
fine. Yeah, we're chilling.
watch a NASCAR.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna take pictures with my camera.
yeah. True.
And then my phone will probably take better pictures than my camera.
You should do a video recap of NASCAR.
Nah, look, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, do we do a little Atlanta recap?
True.
And then, like, I don't
No,
know.
we're not even.
Bro, if
you
it
know
gets
that
that
it's not in
boring.
Atlanta?
Wait, really?
It's in like Hartford.
Hartford?
Something. Yeah, sure. It's like
Well, worst
nearby.
case scenario, bro, like, if it gets that boring, we just Uber to the aquarium, take a
Bruh.
I'm so dead ass, like,
Dude, it's just I feel bad. Cause like I'm pretty sure.
bro, how many weekends are left until spring break? We got our oh my gosh. One of my classes to graduate for my major is a podcasting class. So we got come on, bro. We got put into groups of 4. So I'm with this other guy named Lucas. I'm pretty sure he's a sophomore, DMP major, digital media production. So basically, you know, what I want to be, but I'm not. And then actually, I'm not gonna lie, I think that everyone in that class pretty much is DMP, except for me and a couple others. Then there's two girls, and we have to make a 7 to 12 minute podcast on a topic of our choosing. But it kind of has to relate to like people our age. Like, why would they want to hear about it? So we're gonna pick a conspiracy theory, which I haven't picked one yet. But I mean, we were talking about aliens, COVID, what's that one that 9/11? For some reason, I was thinking of Nazis.
What?
But I was like, I don't think Nazis are a conspiracy theory. No, it was 9/11. We got to get Riri on here. Rihanna, this girl I went abroad with, She knows all about conspiracy theories. She tells us how she's telling us abroad we were eating at this place. It was like healthy Chipotle, like it was like all vegan and shit, vegetarian. Actually, there was meat, so I don't know. It's just healthy. But anyways, we're sitting there, right? And she's telling us how she thinks that like she doesn't believe in taking medicine and like she only takes like natural like nutrients and shit like that. Because she feels like uh in America that medical like proficiencies are all about profit. It's more of like a business than it is a healthcare service. And she was telling us how she thinks that all medicines, like some of them don't actually help you or aren't meant to help you. It's a money ploy. And we were all just like, damn. And like she had some other good ones, like 9/11 was like staged. Like Amelia Earhart survived. Like a bunch of random shit. But yeah. And aliens. Pretty sure she believes in aliens. Or no, maybe. And I think she believes in ghosts and shit too. Like not like vampires, werewolves, but like ghosts, like spirits, wisps. Yeah, you meet a lot of interesting people abroad. I go there.
Yeah.
If I stay in Florida, it'll be Orlando or Miami.
Let's go to Miami.
Well, I mean, bro, I gotta get a job
Oh yeah, me too.
and a place to live.
Oh yeah, me too.
Like low key, I hope I end up in New York or California.
If
I could go-
oh, you said only if you stayed in Florida. Sorry, I
Yeah.
thought that's like what you said you wanted. To
Or
stay in
Atlanta
somewhere.
maybe, but like low key, if I'd be down to stay in Orlando for like a couple years and then go to New York. And if I go to New York, I'd want to go for like a good while, like 5, 7 years, 10 maybe. Not, I wouldn't want to raise kids there. I don't know. I think I'd rather raise kids in Florida.
So when are you having kids? Like 35.
What the fuck, bro? I'm 22.
Exactly.
10 years will
You
be
said-
32.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I'd low-key like to have a kid by 30.
Damn, get to work.
Bro, it's 8 years. What do you mean?
I know, but you gotta meet someone first.
I don't know.
Exactly.
I feel like ideally, if I met a girl in the next like year or two, we date for like 2, 3 years. I feel like you have to live with someone before you get married.
Dude, yesterday, yeah, I can't say like too much info because like I don't know, but I met someone that broke up with their like 8-year relationship.
Dude, what?
I know, like
What the
that's
fuck?
crazy.
I don't know why my voice like sounded like that when I said that, but
Like, how do you like after 8 years, like, dude, like,
yeah,
like
8 years
isn't
is a
that so
long ass
scary?
time. Yeah.
Isn't that like so scary that like after a long time of being
Were they
with someone,
married?
like, no, they weren't. They were dating. Yeah, like I don't know, isn't that crazy? Like after that long, and dude, like there was this like old lady on no, old, she was like 70s, I think, and she like broke up with her husband, like they got divorced at like 60 or something like that, and like she showed pictures, and she looks like so much healthier, so much better. Like apparently, like it helped her.
Damn.
But like that's crazy. You imagine after so many years of being with someone, like it's just like and even like like getting into the topic of like your like partner and like whatever like dying, like dude, that's so like crazy, like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to think about dying, but
Yeah, sorry, no,
I don't know.
feel
Ideally, if
like
I could meet a girl,
yeah, how did I go into this topic?
I
Sorry.
don't know, man.
continue.
It's that graduation energy, bro.
Yeah.
Not playing.
Rip.
I'm excited to graduate.
Me too.
I don't think most people agree with that. I know, like, I'm excited for what's next. Like if I get a job in something that I want, like that I'm interested in, like anything related to music videos and editing or travel, like one of those three, I'm gonna enjoy it because that's what I enjoy doing now, or I enjoy at least learning about it and attempting, you know. And I don't know. I just want to be with a camera and behind a camera and with a script, and I feel like I have to find myself doing that. So I think life only gets happier and better from here. You have a stable job. You're making so much money compared to what you are now. Yeah, you lose the availability of like friends and stuff every day, but excuse me. I think you're gonna feel a whole lot happier when you wake up, you go do a job that you love and enjoy. Like you're cooking for yourself and maybe a significant other. You're like working out. You're being healthy. All of your dreams are coming true, and it's no longer a hobby. Like, you know what I mean? Your marketing stuff is gonna become your job. You're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna do it probably even at home, you know, for
Yeah.
yourself.
I feel like that. Like now, like everything kind of just like all the bullshit stuff like goes away, and you kind of like can focus on like your passion. And I feel like, I guess that like that also comes with like going through like college and stuff. Because like, dude, like if you're like fresh out of high school and you like need to start working like anywhere, like wherever, because like you need the money, like so you don't get like that like time to like kind of decide what you like actually kind of want to do. Like obviously like life changes, so like what we decide we want to do now that could like
Yeah.
change so like insanely. Like let's watch this video back in 10 years and see where the fuck we're at.
No kidding.
But like if you think about it, like yeah, like now like everything else like it's literally you're like what you wanted to do, you're passionate about it. That's like you gotta work. Yes, there's gonna be hard days, even though you're passionate about it. Like not every single day is gonna be like a happy day. And then like after that, like you focus on like your own, you focus on like getting better, because like it's not just about like working. Like obviously, like you have to adapt that. Like life keeps on changing. So like even after you like come home from your passionate job, you have to start like working on something else. Like try to like improve yourself or to like try to like keep changing as life goes on, wherever like you kind of know at the time that you want to end up, which anyways it's like a crazy like life realization that you kind of like have as you start like approaching your 25s.
Yeah, no, like I feel like before graduation comes around or senior year, everyone's so scared because you know it's fun to go out and to travel with your friends on the weekends and to you know do all the college things, or even just young adult things.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I look at it now and it's like on a day that I have class, you know, Tuesday or Thursday, I have class for I don't know 3 hours, and then I do schoolwork, homework, which probably takes another like 2 3 hours, you know, so I'm spending 6 hours of my day at least on school. I sleep for 8 hours a day, so like that's you know 2/3 of my day gone almost, you know, and you know commuting to class and then like uh, time in between class, you know, adds up a little. Um, so like let's just say that's 2/3 of my day gone, right? So the last third of my day, which is still you know about 8 hours to do whatever I want, but I don't know. I just feel like it's hard to balance because I spend out of those 8 hours, I spend an hour and a half, 2 hours, uh, going to the gym, going on a walk, and then taking a shower, and like cleaning myself up or whatever. And then I cook. I usually cook at least twice a day, sometimes 3 meals a day. And I would say eating, like the process of cooking, eating, cleaning dishes, putting them away, and then like I usually watch a show or something or like a editing video or something while I eat. I'd say that all amounts to just under an hour. So let's just say it's an hour for 3 meals a day. So I have 8 hours left. I spend 2 hours exercising and running and working out. I spend another probably I will say three for sake of it, but definitely less with something involving food. So that's half. That's leaves 3 hours left of my day, right? I probably spend 2 hours of those day, 2 hours of that day, working on some sort of editing or like coming up with ideas for something to do. So I have like an hour left of my day. That's I mean I guess like cooking and working out is still leisure and editing, but like when I'm done with school and I edit full time, that'll be like 8 hours of my day instead of 6 hours of school, homework, and like 2 hours editing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. For me, it just makes that was a long tangent explanation, but for me, it makes sense to be happier after college because you'll have
I forgot that was the topic.
you'll have so much more time to do interests. Like I have like a couple hours to play pickleball like a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and that's something I would really love to get into. I would love to play pickleball more. I would love I would love to have time to get friends to go and like shoot a video or something. Like we just like
I hate to break it to you. Come down from that cloud. That's not how it's gonna be. You're gonna have like maybe one day a week to do what you want to do post grad. The rest of the time you just work. You come home. You have to eat. You have to work out. That's it. Your day's over. Go to bed. The next day you have to wake up early. You have a long day.
Yeah,
Go do
but
it again Monday through Friday. That's
but
all
that's
you
what
do.
I mean. Like if you're like
You like it though. You're passionate
the
about
time
it.
I spend
Yeah,
working on
fine,
videos now, if it becomes my job, that time will be let free for something else.
Sure.
That was the whole point I was trying to get to with all of it.
Okay, fair.
Was that like
But,
time
like,
is
if you wanna work on-
allocated
Yeah,
better.
but if you want to work on personal projects, that's not like.
Yeah, but I don't really like. I think like when you do stuff like this, your work becomes your personal project. You know what I mean? Like if I become a music video director or like work for a film company, whatever I do is my job. Like if I direct movies, I'm not gonna have a side project. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll just hire a writer or a producer to write or plan a film with me that I want. You know what I mean? Obviously, it has to get approved by like a production company to then be made. But and again, I don't even want to do movies. So that's an example. If I want to direct music videos, like I'll either go to an artist, and an artist will come to me to direct their music video, and that's what I will enjoy. That will be my whole job, is to make their song come to life visually.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like the other 2 hours I have at home will be
Yeah, but that's
whatever.
like you might be able to get there, but like in like 10 years, like not like
No,
that's
yeah,
not gonna be
that's
like
true.
next year's job.
I also think that like I think our days will run longer as we get older. I think our sleep will decrease.
Really?
I don't think
What?
I'll sleep for like 8 hours anymore.
You sleep for 8 hours.
Yeah. Fuck.
Oh my god, dude! I sleep like 6 hours. Like on a good day, I sleep 7, and on weekends I sleep like 9. But
I sleep 8 hours almost every day.
damn, that's
Shit,
good for you.
usually I sleep like 9,
Good
but
for you, damn. Whoa,
yeah.
getting a little frisky. Well, you're about to sleep. Not that much.
I mean, if
No,
I
no,
wake up,
you could still sleep like
I could
10
sleep for
hours.
10 hours. Yeah.
What?
Bro.
What time are you planning on waking up? 9:30? He's picking us up at 9:30.
I'll wake up at like 8,
Oh, true.
30.
So 9.
Nah, probably 8.
Dude, what should we take?
I'm just gonna go dressed in clothes. We're coming back the same day.
Yeah, that's true, but it feels weird.
I can ask
should I
him what
take my
he's taking.
backpack with like extra clothes just in case? Like, what if it rains and we don't have extra clothes? Can we just buy clothes?
I mean, I guess you could.
I don't know. Huh?
Yeah.
Or
Anyways,
snacks? I want snacks.
long story short,
Oh,
don't
sorry.
let him discourage you. I think that
What?
I think
What do
post grad
you mean
your
discourage
time becomes allocated better. Like I don't know, like I already have enough time to work on myself physically and like healthily.
Yes, dude, because
Which
you
I think
don't
will-
have a job.
No, I think that'll continue though. Like I think I'll still eat really good. Like I think it'll become habitual and then it'll become easier and quicker. Like I go to the gym every day. If I don't go to the gym, I'm like upset at myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that's become habitual. And then I think like cooking, preparing myself healthy meals, like training healthy meals rather than trying to find meals that are healthy as I am now will also become easier. I'll be getting better and easier ingredients every week. I'll find ways to prepare food better. Like I don't
Yeah,
know.
we gotta watch this back in 10 years.
I'm telling you, I think life post grad is gonna be like easier than you think, and I don't think it'll be easy. Like, oh, I'm gonna get a great job straight out the way. I just think like it'll be more enjoyable. Therefore, it'll be easier. At least for me. Like, I don't know. I love college. I love all my friends here. I love the experiences we get, especially like our parties and whatnot. But and like travel. But I mean, I don't know. And also, I want a job that allows travel. So I kind of feel like I'll never. If I get that, I won't be dissatisfied,
Yeah.
But we shall see. Maybe I'm being too optimistic and hopeful. But I don't know.
Just a little bit.
I feel like, I don't know. Also, it's like marriage and kids are like post college for me. Like, that's something I look forward to. I really want to be a dad. So,
That's so weird to say.
I mean, not right now.
No, I know.
Like, eventually. I mean, I definitely want to be married and have a girlfriend. Well, I mean, have a girlfriend and then get
Okay.
married.
Yeah, okay, I think we should wrap this up.
True. That'll end it for our first episode
Well, you should make this a time lapse.
and post a
Listen.
time lapse. People aren't gonna understand.
No,
it.
I know. It just for funsies.
Oh. Anyways,
No.
thanks for coming to the first episode.
I thought I knew the song.
Thanks for coming to the first episode of the Bachelor Pad, hosted by myself, Caroline, and our first guest, Luis Mendez, who, if he wants and decides, will also be a co-host for future ones to come. All right.
Okay, are we done? Is
Yeah.
there any like
You want to say
end
anything?
movement?
No, I'm
Oh,
sure.
thank you so much for having me on the podcast today, Gary. I wish you the best, and I hope that we watch this in like 10 years. And like honestly, no, yes, I'm gonna end with that. Actually, on that note, that I hope we watch this in 10 years, and I hope that we do like meet the goals that we like intend to meet as of now. And I know it's gonna be crazy to watch back what we thought we were gonna do because I know like for sure
You think
that
it'll
it's gonna
change?
change. I think
Maybe I'll do this.
I just think that it's gonna like
full
yeah
time.
maybe
This could be
You
my
see,
first
like
podcast.
I don't think that it's gonna like change. I think we've picked like our umbrella. I think it's like just depends on what like side of that like umbrella we
It would be
fall
so funny if this kind of like goes somewhere and like it's like one day I get a girlfriend or a fiance that I've been hiding and it's like, boys, the Bachelor pad is closing down. The Bachelor no more.
Yeah, that would be funny. But that's good.
The
because-
Bachelor is
look,
unbacheloring.
I got you with the marketing. Now you're gonna transition into more of like a family like type of environment, like it's like marketing. So like instead of doing podcasts for like young people, now you're older. Do podcasts on like how you're managing your family, like what tips and tricks, and like talk to like different.
I'm
like,
gonna have a kid.
bring like different couples. Like bring your friends who have like couples. So bro, bring me whenever I have someone.
Bro, I'm gonna have a kid and I'm gonna be like, all right, guys, welcome to our first episode in a couple months. I finally got a kid, and it's gonna be like, don't fucking do it. I'll have one.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be cool to watch it back in 10 years, and I hope that we really do watch it back in 10 years, and
Me too.
we're happy. But anyways, yeah. On that note,
Thanks for watching.
goodbye.